Hello everyone, welcome back to Lucky Loaders 15, where I'll be giving you my each way Lucky 15 predictions for tomorrow's horse racing here in the UK. Just a quick reflection on how today's selections ran. Well, we're back to normal again in the no winners enclosure, as it were. Not a single winner today. We just had the one place at Cheltenham, which was Indian Steam. The other horses that ran today was Dawawi. He can be forgiven because that race was a maiden. The other horse that ran was Shamrock, and it never turned up. The other horse we did select as well was Peppay Pugh, but he became a non-runner. But I'm going to be tipping him in this vlog towards the end, so watch out for that tip. And yeah, so we'll be going on for tomorrow's horse racing action. Now tomorrow sees the first day of the two-day air meeting, and it's the Scottish Grand National this weekend. Also tomorrow there'll be some racing going on at Newbury, which looks pretty good there. Some good horses running there. And also there'll be two evening meetings, one at Bath for the flat and also on the jumps at Southwell. So plenty of action to get stuck into tomorrow. And here we go, here's our first selection for my Each Way Lucky 15 tomorrow. The first selection we're going to go for runs in the 2:10 at Ayr with a horse called Sir Anthony Browne. And this horse is trained by Alan King and will be ridden by his stable jockey Wayne Hutchinson. Alan King had a good day today at Cheltenham. He had a couple of winners there, so stable looks like it's coming back into some form. He's been a bit quiet over the last couple of weeks, but hopefully that day at Cheltenham today will bring his stable back to life a little bit and give him a few winners. The reason I'm picking Sir Anthony Browne is because he looks quite promising type on paper. He's lightly raced, he's a young horse, but he's had a lot of promise. He's had a few wins over hurdles, and also as well at where it's a speed track, and that this horse Anthony Browne has actually won at Newbury and Kempton, which are speed and galloping tracks for jump horses. So yeah, so that looks really promising on paper. He's currently 9-1 at the moment in the market, and the other horses in that race still have a few things to prove. The favourite at the moment is a Nicky Henderson horse called Burbank, but that horse Burbank, it's been a bit inconsistent. It's been short priced a couple of times and hasn't actually always come in, even though he did run a good race in the Cheltenham Festival where he came fourth in that race, so that was a bit of promise there. But I think Sir Anthony Browne, with all those good things going for it tomorrow, could run a good race tomorrow. And currently 9-1 in the market. I definitely think he's a good shout. He's what the bookmakers are paying out at the moment, so take him now because I think he will get shorter during the day. Our second pick that we're going for tomorrow runs in the 3:40 at Newbury. Now the horse we're backing here is called Mori, which is trained by Sir Michael Stout and will be ridden by the great jockey that is Ryan Moore. This horse is a son of Frankel and will be making its racecourse debut tomorrow. Frankel, we all know, was a great racehorse, one of the greatest horses in modern times. And since he's been retired to go on to sire horses, he's been very successful. I believe he is the most successful sire in Europe at the moment for 2- and 3-year-olds, so that stat should bear well for this horse. He's currently 7-2 in the market at the moment, and even though this horse hasn't raced yet, he's got a lot of good connections in his pedigree, and also on his mother's side away from Frankel, he's also had got good connections there with a few horses that have won some good races in their time, so that all looks promising there. And also this horse as well, Mori's got a few entries for some good quality races this year. I think he's got an entry to the Oaks and he might also have an entry to the Derby as well. So there's a lot to like about this horse, and he's currently only 4-1 at the moment. And I think at that price he's definitely could be worth a good punt there. So that's going to be our second pick tomorrow in our Each Way Lucky 15. Our third pick tomorrow in our Each Way Lucky 15 runs in the 4:50 at Ayr. Now this horse we're backing is called Cajun Fiddle and is also another Alan King horse and will be ridden again by Wayne Hutchinson. He's currently 10-1 in the market. Last time we saw this horse was run about a month ago at Newbury in the Mayor's Final where it came 5th. And even though it only finished 10 lengths behind the winner in that race That horse ran over 2 miles and 4 furlongs, when you could see in that race it definitely needed a little bit further up in trip. So that's what Alan King's done for tomorrow. He's upped the horse to 3 miles. He looked like he was a nice fluent jumper, so that should prove good there. And yeah, I think this horse will run a good race tomorrow. It'll like the ground, and as we say, it'll like the trip. And currently 10-1 in the market. I think he's definitely a good each way prospect. So that's who we're going as our third pick in our each way lucky 15 tomorrow, Cajun Fiddle. Our last pick tomorrow in our lucky last sees us go to the evening jumps meeting at Southwell. And you've guessed it, we're going to tip Peppay Le Pugh. Peppay Le Pugh will be running in this race in the 6:45 at Southwell. We don't really need to go too much over him. I really rate this horse to win a race sooner rather than later. He currently on his last run at Uttoxeter, where we actually tipped him in that vlog. He was leading most of the way for that race, and he looked good to come across the line, but he just got a bit outpaced by a better horse on the day. So that is the worry if you're going to go with Peppay Le Pugh, that there could be a better horse waiting in the wings to win that race. But I definitely think he's got a lot of promise about him, and he's off a good handicap mark of 94, the same mark that he ran off last time at Uttoxeter. So Peppay Le Pugh, he's currently 4-1 with a lot of bookmakers at the moment, and if you can find him there, I would take him at that price. So Peppay Le Pugh as our pick in our lucky last tomorrow. Anyway, that's it for tomorrow's horse racing predictions. If you've got any predictions of your own tomorrow, if you've had a good day on the racing today, leave your comments in the comments box below. Gamble responsibly. We're also on Twitter if you wanted to follow us on Twitter at LuckyLoaders15, so please follow us there. And yeah, I'll see you soon.